underway from Houston. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They will be led out by a second-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass. That's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
At the 21.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Shotgun snap to Lock. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return.
The Titans take
and it'll be Titan football
at their own 37-yard line.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead.
But earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Now this will make it into the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 11 yards there, first down.
46-yard line.
There's what Carter did in last week's effort. 9 catches, 55 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On first down, Swift. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing now is Locke. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Holding offense.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
on 2nd and goal. Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
point after.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
It leads to
on 2nd down, here's Henry. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down. McLeod, he gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, McLeod, and that will be incomplete.
The pass intended for Mike Evans, incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Locke to throw.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Locke. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
The tackle made by Harold Landry. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
With the score, Titans 14, Texans 7.
From the 22, Locke, and that'll be incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
From the gun, it's Locke. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. They'll run on 1st down. Swift. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, A 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Throwing on first down. McLeod. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the Texans.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McLeod. That's complete to his running back, Evans.
Complete to
one thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. McLeod. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll go down at the 28. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. To throw on 3rd down. McLeod. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Makes the score Titans 17, Texans 7.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
On first down, Swift, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
Now it's Swift. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. It's picked up by the Titans. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Javon Hargrave able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. Hard throw, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
20, Texans 7.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
49-yard line.
Here's Swift. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, here's Swift. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
It's now 3rd and 9.
Locke working out of the gun. This one caught by Isabella. And he's got this down to the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw again. Locke to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is the quarterback, Allen. We'll check on his status when we get back. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Carter. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
He's out of bounds.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Locke looks to throw it again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Now Locke again. That's caught. It's Thomas. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Again, it's Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
Locke now on 3rd and goal. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
the score, Titans 20.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting a 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
On first down, McLeod throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McLeod. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And they take a knee. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Tressway now as he's on here to punt it away. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
20, Texans 10.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. A first down carry for Henry. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, London.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
And it brings up 3rd down.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets...
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 21. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
The pass.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. From the gun, McLeod throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
The pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 47-yard.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, London.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Texans.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. McLeod. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them. No pickup.
17.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. It's picked up by the Titans, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock. And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. On 3rd down, McLeod. And he fires one, but incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the 1st down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on on this third quarter of play. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, Lock. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Jarvis Landry. Incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, McLeod, short throw to Smith. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the Texans 41.
Operating from the gun. McLeod, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The Titans
from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. McLeod. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
First down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift.
Well, that one was all about the...
Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
7-yard line.
They'll run here with Swift. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
2nd down and goal. Lock. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Andy Isabella. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans can take the lead with an extra point.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, McLeod over the middle here to Browns. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
The London first down.
Operating from the gun, McLeod over the middle to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Derrick Henry on the
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
2 yards on the play.
Throwing on first down. McLeod. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McLeod. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Titans first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16-yard
line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw on 2nd down. McLeod. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to go back to Corey Davis there, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Back to throw. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. McCann's kick up and good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter.
That's good.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. This from long, very long range. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. Well, that would have been something if he could have saved him from that long distance there in the closing seconds, but it was just not meant to be.
They need a little more time and a little more yardage to give him a realistic shot. And that kick's a good metaphor for this game, isn't it? They're going to wind up a little short in the end.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you, these division games, never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for our visitors, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Houston, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.